Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive. Have you ever found yourself using a powerful tool, feeling pretty productive, but you get that nagging thought, is there like a secret advanced mode I'm missing? Something that could unlock even more? Today, we're basically on a mission to uncover exactly that kind of hidden power within N8N. The incredible workflow automation tool. You're probably already using their AI nodes for all sorts of things, sentiment analysis, content generation, finding them indispensable, right? But what if I told you there's a hidden gem, maybe just a single node, that can utterly transform how you approach AI automation?
You're spot on. Many N8N users, they know nodes like the standard AI agent, and yeah, they're great for getting started quickly, but what often goes unnoticed, kind of behind the scenes, is that these are often simplified interfaces. They're built on top of a much more robust underlying technology at the LangChain framework. So our deep dive today isn't just about finding this powerful LangChain code node within N8N. It's about understanding why it's there, what makes it so incredibly effective, and crucially, how it can give you a really significant competitive advantage. We're talking about building highly intelligent, precisely tailored AI agents that move, far beyond the limits of those pre-built solutions. This is where the real customization starts.
Okay, let's unpack this then. So we're talking about a hidden, powerful node built on LangChain. Before we get to the node itself, maybe we should back up. What exactly is LangChain? Why should you care about this framework?
Right. Well, LangChain isn't just another tool you download. It's more like a comprehensive framework. It's engineered specifically for developing applications powered by large language models, LLMs. Think of it this way. Standard LLMs can think, right? But LangChain gives them like hands and eyes. It's the framework that lets these powerful AIs not just generate text, but actually act in the world, querying databases, making web searches, even controlling IoT devices, potentially.
Hmm.
Leading tech companies, Replit, Klarna, they use it to build their own sophisticated AI assistants and co-pilots. So it's serious stuff.
Ah, okay. So it's handling all the complex plumbing, letting us focus purely on the intelligence side. Sounds like a dream, really. But does that abstraction ever cause issues, or is it mostly just flexibility?
It's overwhelmingly about flexibility, yeah. And that's what's really fascinating here. LangChain is incredibly versatile. You can work with loads of different language models. You can switch them, combine models from OpenAI, Anthropic, Google AI, you name it, all within the same workflow. Plus, it provides really sophisticated memory management. That's absolutely key, for agents to maintain context across conversations, build seamless natural dialogues.
Right, so it remembers things.
Exactly. Imagine an agent that actually recalls your past interactions. And agents can also execute custom code snippets, follow complex conditional logic, make autonomous decisions. And for those really tricky scenarios, you can build these chains and graphs of logic, creating incredibly complex multi-stage workflows where, the output of one step becomes the input for the next, like a domino effect of intelligence.
That's a huge difference. Are you saying that many of the NEN nodes we might already be using, the ones that look simple on the surface,
Yeah.
they're actually just a friendly front for this super powerful LangChain framework?
Exactly. Yeah, this is where it gets really interesting, I think. If you ever peek under the hood, like if you look at the underlying JSON configuration that defines how NNN workflows are built, you'll actually see the standard AI agent node identified as NNN nodes-LangChain.Agent.
No way.
Yeah. It's like finding the blueprint. It reveals the advanced engineering underneath. So when you're dragging, dropping, configuring that AI agent, you are, in fact, interacting with a simplified interface for LangChain.
So it's a bit of a wizard behind the curtain situation then.
Yeah.
And it's not just the AI agent node you're saying.
No, definitely not. It holds true for a whole range of other AI nodes you might use every day. The basic LLM chain, information extractor, Q&A, sentiment analysis, summarization.
Wow.
Yeah, they're all essentially simplified interfaces. Now, this simplification is incredibly convenient, right, for rapid development, getting started quickly, but it comes with a trade-off. Limited customization. By finding and using the LangChain code node directly, you can just bypass these limitations completely and harness the full, unbridled power of the LangChain framework itself.
Fascinating. Okay, so if this LangChain code node is so powerful, why isn't it front and center? Is it really a secret or just
Yeah.
less obvious? For those of us wanting to unlock this power, where do we even find it?
Well, it's intentionally a bit tucked away, almost like a secret level for people who know where to look. It's not, right there when you open the AI section.
Mm.
It guides new users to the simpler, more abstract nodes first, which makes sense. But once you know, it's pretty straightforward. You'll find it within the AI category in the nodes panel. Usually you got to scroll down to other AI nodes and then click on miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous.
Yeah, the placement itself kind of hints at its advanced, maybe more behind-the-scenes capabilities.
Right, and when you pull it onto your canvas, it looks, well, deceptively simple. Just a blank box, no obvious inputs or outputs. So how do you even start setting up this powerful yet empty node?
This is where its power really lies, because it forces you to be explicit about what you need. It's not pre-configured. You add inputs and outputs specifically for your agent's requirements. So you'll add a main input, right, to connect your trigger or data source, and a main output to pass results along. Crucially, though, you'll also add specific connections for language model. That's where you link up OpenAI, Anthropic, whatever you're using.
Got it.
And optionally, memory for context, maybe connecting simple memory or even PostgreSQL, and tool that's vital for agents needing external tools like HTTP requests or database nodes. It's like building your agent from the ground up piece by piece.
Okay, so you custom wire all its connections.
Ah.
But then what? The real core, you said, is this add code and execute section where you write custom JavaScript. Now, for some listeners, that might sound a bit intimidating, writing code.
It's true, it does grant you complete control, and yes, it requires code. But here's a fantastic trick, almost like a cheat code itself. You can use other AI models like Claude or ChatGPT to help you write the LangChain code. Yeah, just describe what you want your agent to do, in plain English, and the AI can generate the starter code for you. Then you copy-paste and refine it inside the LangChain Code Node. It lowers the barrier quite a bit. And this code section, this is where the magic really happens. It lets you define truly custom workflows, create complex conditional logic, decision trees, implement loops. You can even build teams of agents that collaborate on a task.
Teams of agents.
Yeah. And you can switch between different LLMs for different parts of a task, use the best model for the job, and even create more autonomous agents that can plan their own steps and adapt.
That's just incredible control.
Yeah.
I mean, it's totally clear why this is a hidden gem. To really grasp the leap in power here, let's think about the components of an AI agent. There's input, language model, memory, tools, instructions, logic, and output, right? 7 things. With the standard AI agent node, if I remember right, you can configure maybe 5 of those, but the logic part is prefixed. Am I right in thinking the LangChain Code Node just blows that wide open?
You're absolutely right that fixed logic is the key limitation of the standard nodes. The LangChain Code Node, however, gives you full explicit control over all 7 components. It really paves the way for exponentially more sophisticated, nuanced, and powerful agents. It's the difference between using a preset template and, well, designing your own architecture from scratch.
Okay, so let's be really clear about the trade-offs. For someone just starting out, maybe with simpler automation needs, is the standard AI agent node still a good choice? Or should everyone just jump straight to this code node?
Oh, absolutely. The standard AI agent node still has its place, for sure. It's incredibly easy to use, offers super quick setup, and it's perfect for straightforward logic. If your needs are simple, or you need a fast prototype, or maybe you just prefer a no-code approach, it's definitely your go-to. But yeah, its customization is limited. You're generally stuck with one model per node, and it only offers pretty basic agent autonomy. Complex workflows often mean stringing together lots of these nodes, which can get messy. The LangChain Code Node, on the other hand, yes, it's more complex to set up. It takes more development time because, like we said, it involves code. But the benefits are huge. Unlimited customization, orchestrating multiple models in one node, advanced agent autonomy with real planning and reflection, handling entire complex workflows in one spot, plus highly customizable error handling and debugging. This is where you get the true power, the real efficiency, and, frankly, a more future-proof design.
Right. And connecting this to the bigger picture, you mentioned the underlying LangChain structure allows for advanced stuff like LangSmith integration. That's LangChain's own monitoring platform, right?
Yeah.
What can that actually tell you?
Yeah, LangSmith gives you incredible visibility. You can track crucial metrics like token usage, those little bits of text the LLM processes, which directly hit your costs.
Important.
Very important. And monitor response times. It provides these detailed logs of the agent's whole reasoning process. So you can see its internal thought process, step-by-step execution of tool calls. Makes it much easier to spot errors or performance bottlenecks. It's basically like an X-ray for your AI agent.
Yeah.
Just a keynote here, LangSmith integration currently only works with self-hosted N8N instances. So that's something to keep in mind.
That level of insight sounds invaluable, especially for debugging complex agents.
Hmm.
How does this whole LangChain approach in N8N stack up against other things people might know, like, say, the OpenAI Assistance API?
That's a good question. Both approaches can work fine within N8N, and they each have their strengths. LangChain, its big plus is model flexibility. You can use pretty much any LLM provider, so you avoid vendor lock-in.
Right.
You get full control over every aspect of the agent's behavior. There's a self-hosting option, which is great for data sovereignty, broader tool integration generally, and you benefit from that big open source community. The OpenAI Assistance API, on the other hand, it really prioritizes simplicity. Less code involved. It's obviously optimized for OpenAI models, includes some handy built-in features like file handling and code execution, and it's a managed service, so less operational headache for you. But I'd say for most NAI use cases where you really need that ultimate control and flexibility, LangChain usually comes out on top.
Okay, that makes sense. So where does this advanced power become truly indispensable? Can you give us some specific, maybe real-world examples of things you could build with these sophisticated LangChain agents that you just couldn't do with a standard node?
Absolutely. Imagine building multi-agent systems, like actual teams of specialized agents collaborating. Maybe a research agent gathers info, passes it to an analysis agent, which then hands off to a writing agent to synthesize the results, all working together autonomously. Or you can implement dynamic reasoning, where an agent plans its actions, reflects on the outcome, and then adapts its approach on the fly. Like it tries one tool, realizes, that's not working well, and then autonomously tries a different tool or method. This lets you build really complex workflows with sophisticated decision trees or iterative processing where agents keep refining results until they meet some criteria. And that model switching, we talked about using different LLMs for different parts of a task based on their strengths. You can even build in custom safety checks for sensitive operations. Just think of a simple but powerful research agent you could build with this node. It takes a topic you give it, uses a connected search tool to find info online, then uses an LLM to analyze and summarize the key points. That alone shows how the LangChain Code Node lets you implement multi-step intelligent logic that interacts with external tools. That's something that's either incredibly hard or just plain impossible with only the standard AI agent node.
Okay, so the big question then, for you listening, the learner, after hearing all this, should I actually invest the time to learn how to use this LangChain Code Node? When does it really become essential?
Yeah, that's the key question. And the answer, honestly, it depends on your specific needs and maybe your ambitions. You should absolutely stick with the standard AI agent node if, you need a quick, simple solution. If your agent's logic is pretty straightforward, if you're not yet comfortable with coding or don't want to be, if you only need one AI model, and if your workflow doesn't need complex multi-branch decisions, it's excellent for all those scenarios, no question. However, you should definitely dive into the LangChain Code Node if you find yourself craving advanced customization and full control. If your agent needs to make complex, adaptive decisions with lots of different paths, if you want to seamlessly use and orchestrate multiple AI models together, if you're building something that needs to be really scalable and robust, and crucially, if you are willing to invest a bit of time in learning a more powerful, more developer-centric solution, looking ahead, understanding frameworks like LangChain, it's likely to become an increasingly valuable skill. AI is getting deeper into everything, right? The ability to build these sophisticated, truly autonomous systems that can reason, plan, adapt, that's going to be a significant competitive advantage in the years to come, I think.
Yeah, this deep dive has really pulled back the curtain on a hidden layer of power within N8N, hasn't it? From that friendly drag-and-drop surface down to the powerful LangChain framework underneath. We've seen how you can move from simple automation to building truly custom, intelligent AI agents tailored exactly to what you need. The possibilities this LangChain Code Node opens up, they're just not there with the standard nodes. It gives you unparalleled flexibility and control over your AI workflows.
Exactly. And as AI keeps evolving so rapidly, the ability to build these custom sophisticated agents will just become more and more vital. By understanding and using the LangChain Code Node, you're not just learning an NEA feature, you're developing skills that are valuable across the entire AI landscape.
Yeah.
Which, raises an important question for you to think about. What kind of truly sophisticated adaptive AI agent could you build if you had that complete control over its logic and its tools?
My advice, start small. Maybe even just peek under the hood, look at that JSON for the standard nodes like you mentioned, see how they work, and then gradually work your way up to building your own custom agents. The journey might be a bit challenging, sure, but the results could be incredibly rewarding.
Yeah, definitely. As next steps, we really encourage you, experiment. Set up a test workflow with the LangChain Code Node. Try building a simple agent that uses, say, two different language models or calls an external API tool. Dive into the official LangChain documentation seriously. It's a goldmine of information. And if you do have a self-hosted N8N instance, really consider integrating Langsmith for that amazing monitoring and debugging capability. Oh, and don't forget to join the N8N community, share what you build, ask questions, learn from others. It's a great resource.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the hidden AI power of an ADN. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.